Well, good morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox Chair, on this pre-match show. It's Bridge and Fox. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning, it is indeed, isn't it? Just past midnight.
Fox is on the show because he got up for a toilet.
Can I just say a massive good morning to you guys? Huge good morning to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans all over the world that are linked in here to Rangers Radio. Every single one of us, everyone is good morning. Good morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. It's no when I say that, Barry. Good morning.
Morning, Fox.
Good evening.
What have you done with the rest of the dwarfs?
What? What do you mean by that?
The rest of the dwarfs, Grumpy.
Oh, God.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege.
I think you've got the team, mate. Bridgeman.
Right, okay, buddy, here we go. And the team is McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun and Barisic. Kamara, Davis and Arfield. Kent, Roof and Morelos. Substitutes McLaughlin, Bassey, Helander, Patterson, Zungu, Aribo, Hadji, Defoe and Itten. Not a bad team, actually. Not a bad team.
We're pretty much back to full strength, lads, apart from obviously Ryan Jack still, good to see Big Harlander back in the bench. I think one of the things that's good at the moment, Fox, is we're no Russian players back.
Of course, the same thing happened with Joe Aribo, who was on fire earlier on the season, got his re-injury and has found it hard to get himself back into the team. Did I hear the right team now?
So what did you want to hear? I'll repeat it. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun and Barisic. Kamara, Davis and Arfield. Kent, Roof and Morelos. Subs, McLaughlin, Bassey, Helander, Patterson, Zungu, Aribo, Hadji, Defoe and Itten.
Oh, very good.
What did you think?
I'm not 100% functioning at this time in the morning, you know.
I told you, he's only up for the toilet, Bridge.
Oxford, we're just discussing about the boy that used to be in the Rangers, can't remember what they call it now, for 1872, Ricky Neal.
No, he was
Rangers first. Well, I see him in the lobby. Morning, Ricky. Morning.
You must be up for church, you're Ricky.
He'll be up to say hello to Foxy. That's what it'll be.
Up for church. You'll be up for church. Right, okay, where are we now? Right, okay, I don't think, I can't remember if anybody got the team right. There was a lot of X-Huns. I think I get 10. I had Aribo ahead of Kamara for the day's game, but a really strong team. Usual formation for me, Fox, and the three attackers up front will give Dundee United problems for me. Fox? Oh, he's fell asleep. Bridgeman?
He's back.
I'm glad the manager isn't messing about with a team selection. That's as strong a team as we could possibly put out, I think. Really pleased with the side at the moment, and those that are missing today will probably play on Wednesday.
The 9 subs could start on Wednesday, right? So, Bridge, people want to phone us. Give us their thoughts. What's the number?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or joins the Skype at RangersRadio.online. You brought into the call. The old school boy who's manning the technicals while Fox gets himself together.
Love it. Just love it.
Oh dear. I'm happy with that team. I've got to be honest, Bridgeman. I think when you look at you actually look at the bench. We've got two young guys there. One was signed, Bassey, who knows no let us down. Patterson for the right back. Hollander covers the defence, central defences. We got Zungo and Aribo for covering the midfield positions. And there's three sort of forward players there. I think, apart from the two young boys, every other one of them is an internationalist. So we've come a long way in a short space of time, mate.
How many internationals have we got, do you think?
Well, McGregor, Balogun, Barisic, Kamara, Davis, Arfield, Morelos, McLaughlin, Hollander, Zungi, Aribo, Hadji, Defoe, Itten and Ryan Jack.
Wow.
That's a lot.
A full team. That's a full team, internationals. Quite incredible.
Players, mate.
Yeah. Full team plus your subbies. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You know, he's done it. He's done it quietly. And by the way, the way the press are starting to talk down here, Fox, they're starting to mention Tav for an England call-up, mate. I never thought we'd see it, but you start getting the numbers and playing in Europe, Fox, you're going to get noticed.
I think England are well quoted for fullbacks, although you know how I feel about James Tavernier. I just don't think that'll be coming anywhere in the near future. I just don't see it, mate. That's one position in England that they're really well quoted in. With the boy for Liverpool.
He's injured at the moment, mate.
Aye, but they've got loads of backups, mate, isn't they?
I have to say, Foxy, I would normally agree with you. But see this last season, their fullbacks are crap. They really are. For England, I loved English fullbacks. I absolutely loved them. And it was always a great game playing against them. But my goodness gracious, this season, they are not that good. Even if you look at the top teams, their fullback areas are quite weak. I'm not being funny. Nothing against anyone. I don't think they're as good as they were. And by the look of things, just on a game basis, if you watch the game and watch Tavernier playing for Rangers and watch some of that boy for Man United at the moment, what's his, Chris, I can't even remember his name, the right back. Shaw, is it Shaw? Luke Shaw?
He's a left back.
Left back. You know, he's very poor at the moment. Very poor. Unbelievable stuff.
I watched a bit of that game yesterday, that derby. Oh, I'd put you to sleep.
Send you to sleep, wouldn't it? Send you easily. So I used to get excited of watching the English fullbacks, and I'm afraid they're not as good as they were, you know.
I'm being a bit selfish as well. I think we have been really only out and out right back. I don't want them distracted with English caps either. I just want them.
If he gets a cap, Fox, I think what he'll do is, because you've been his biggest supporter, he'll bring it up to your house and give you as a gift.
Just give me Tav.
No, his cap.
That's shocking.
I could just fit him on my mantelpiece, mate, for the rest of his life. He'd be happy sitting there. I'd look after him.
I don't know how to take that, Fox. I really don't.
I know.
Okay,
Mine's a shocker, by the way.
Thoughts on the team. What is the team, Bridgeman?
I'll give you that just in 1 second. Here we go. McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Barisic. Kamara, Davis, Arfield. Kent, Roof and Morelos. Substitutes: McLaughlin, Bassey, Hollander, Patterson, Zungu and Aribo, Hadji, Defoe and Eaton. Now I'm pronouncing it Eaton. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Eaton, I would say I would go for Eaton.
Eaton, okay.
Yeah, obviously Eaton was a school that Fox went to.
Well, he did rifle one in the game on Thursday night.
You know. I like it, Fox. I like it.
It's a shocker, isn't it?
That was quick. Fox. You write that one down, Bridge. Quick, write it down. That was very
Eating
quick.
Eating rifles.
What
about the Eaton? Is it Eaton mess? What about the Eaton mess? What's that? Is that the sweet?
There's a pudding in it.
A pudding, something like that. You know, how did that come about? Fox. Well, Fox was there, wasn't he?
How did they make that?
Well, I'm joking, of course.
It's all right. We've been joined with a caller coming in, I think. Oh, should be here any second now, I hope. Eating rifles, eating mess. Big Eton.
Hello, how you
doing, Stephen? All right?
How you?
Morning, mate.
All good here, bro. All good here, bro.
Team, mate?
Great team, but I think Eton should get a wee start. Eton. Not Eton.
Not going to get a start now, mate. You've got to go with what he's named.
I know, but I think he deserved a start after Thursday's performance. I thought he was absolutely outstanding on Thursday.
I agree with you. I still think Alfie's my top striker, and these two.
Oh, Alfie, defo, man, defo.
You know,
even Jermaine Defoe.
I like what you've done there. I like what you've done there.
But no, I thought Everton would have got a start today. I'm actually quite disappointed he doesn't get a start today.
Oh, get that.
His performance. You know what I mean?
Turn that frown upside down. Tell him, Bridgeman.
Tell me the Bridge. Tell me, Bridge. What you saying, Bridge?
I'll tell you. I think Big Eton. I agree with you. I wouldn't have been surprised if Eton would be selected. Personally, I wanted to see Morelos in, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd picked Eton. And you know, Eton's a smashing player. That was a wonderful goal he scored.
It's quality.
It was definitely. He was my man of the match. Joint man of the match. I can't remember who else it was.
I thought Conor Golson had a great game.
But always a good game for me.
Always. I thought he was great. I thought he was fabulous on Thursday night, man. But I thought Eton would have got a start today, just for his performance on Thursday. But
what about the rest of the team then, Stephen?
Well, quality. All quality.
Everything
about Rangers just now is #55, mate. Everything now is brilliant.
Just let's get this one out of the way and we get a wee bit closer.
I just love that. #55. Brilliant.
Just a wee bit closer. Just a wee bit closer.
It's like moving around the Ludo board, isn't it, Bridge? Every time you roll that dice, you get a bit closer, isn't it?
That's exactly it, you know. And that's the way I just look at this. This season is just gigantic for us. We've got a fabulous opportunity.
Definitely.
So our managers,
I think we're playing absolutely fabulous just now.
Yes, indeed.
We're absolutely fabulous now. You know what I mean? It's
Stephen Gerrard's our key man. Him and his troops at the top, they're doing the business, and the players are doing everything they can. And believe me, if they can do it one game at a time, the fans need to do it one day at a time, and let them go on.
For nerves, Bridge. There'll be no fans left, but
That's true, by the way. That's
brilliant. That's quality, man. That's pure quality, isn't it? But yeah, #55. Let's do it, man. Let's go.
All right, talking about #55. I think that was his birthday the other week there. We'll be joined by JFK. Morning, JFK.
Morning, Oxyard. Morning, Fox, Terry, whoever else is there. I just popped in there. How you doing?
Hi, JFK. How you doing, pal?
Oh, my good friend, the Bridgeman. How you doing?
Great, pal.
Evening, Jimmy. Evening, Fox.
What do you like? Even evening. It's still the morning time, bro.
Fox, Jimmy, he's just so grumpy. He's not been to bed.
All right, aye.
What do you think of the team, mate?
Aye, I'm happy with the team. I'm all right with that team. I think it's probably something we expected. No, he's not going to play Fred today unless he knows that he can score a few goals. So he's played him today, which I'm glad to see. Atton's done he's still a lot of good in Thursday night, Oxshire. So, but I'm glad to see Alfredo's back. So that's good. Great bench again. Look at the bench, man. But that's a team I'd have picked. I'd probably maybe put a Rebo in there. But well, everybody's playing really well, aren't they? Everybody's playing well, so it's hard for a gaffer to drop anybody because nobody's playing bad at all. But a very, very strong team, mate. Very strong team. He's setting out a marker there. You know, beat the scum Dundee Utd today, and then we can rest a few players on Wednesday against St Mirren. Great team.
It's been a good place. We all know that. We accept that. And I take Bridges' point. We just have to start chopping these games off because you start getting closer to the prize. You know, I mean, 3 more games and we're at the halfway stage, brother.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I've always said, look after ourselves, get there and play. They know we can play and win every game, and forget what's happening elsewhere. We win every game.
up until now to probably about 5, 6, 7 games would go at the end of the season. Maybe even before that, then we're champions. Everything's looking good now. So, the points make prizes, mate, definitely.
Aye, man. I'm really pleased. I think we've been joined by Andy Leeds, who I think's in the Fox camp. How are we doing, Andy?
Morning. Just trying to recover. I'm doing a Fox here, tan too many bottles yesterday.
Fox is in morning, mate.
Oh, jeez, I tan too many bottles there. I'm still trying to come round. Then I lost all my bloody tunes yesterday off my phone like that. So that did my napper in, like, so. But I'm back to normal.
Don't worry about it. Next week, Bridge is coming out with a Christmas album, so you can put that straight on there.
Right, we'll get that straight on right enough. I went to get a new phone, like, and they said, I'll check it all over. He's lost every one of them, like, you know what I mean? So that's doing my nut, like, the old memory card's up his ass now, right enough, but never mind, that's another story.
Andy, what phone did you get?
Oh, so I don't know. It's just a Nokia, so Nokia A2 or something with more memory, apparently.
I thought he was going to say a black one.
A black one, aye. Can you say, watch that? You'll get booked. You'll get a game stopped if you say that word.
No. I was talking about.
Is that one of these phones? Is that one of these phones with the wee holes in it so you can put your finger in it, Andy?
You got it.
Oh, don't you start. I know what happened when you get a new phone not that long ago.
Oh, don't even go there. I lost me my tunes, Andy.
Oh, dear me, I tell you, I was going absolutely nuts. Like, it's about 6 years of getting them all together, like, and I've just bloody lost every one of them. Oh, man, there you go. But there you go. I don't back up the route like that, so that's been my problem, like, you know. Never mind.
What do you think of the team, mate? What do you think of the team?
Good, strong team. Is Jack injured, by the way?
I would think so, mate. I don't think they're rushing him. I don't think he's injured, but I just think they're no rushing him back, mate.
I think you. Yeah, I think the only change I would have had, I wouldn't have played Morales. I would have played Hutton because I thought he was absolutely fantastic there the other night. I think we've got to get that boy game time because I really do think there's a player in him. He's got something that's going to help the team going forward. I believe he can hold the ball up. He tends to win the ball back when it's lost. That's 2 crackers he's got now. The one against Motherwell and the one there the other night. I think a good bit of game time for that boy. And I really think he will really come on. I really do think he's going to be something special, him, for us.
Well, only time will tell. For me, he's still no Alfredo Morelos. I think Morelos starts in the start at the moment. JFK.
Well, Morelos has got to start, mate. He's our number one striker, and the gaffer has got the luxury of bringing it on. And obviously, Roof was a stick on for me to play today as well. So, look, I mean, I've seen some criticism in various quarters regarding Alfredo that he's not been banging the goals in. Do you know, I think I'm like yourself. I don't care if he doesn't bang the goals in. I think the way he's playing now is excellent for the team. So he's a team player at this moment. So the goals are coming from everywhere. But Alfredo's got to start right away. He's number one striker. And if he can, I'm desperate for him to score a goal because I think he scores again, he'll just go on and on and on and on for the rest of the season, Oxford. So he's got to play, mate. For me, he's got to play.
What I think Itton's done is when he comes off the bench for us, Andy, if he comes off the bench with half an hour to go, nobody's batting an eyelid, which is a great place to be, you know.
Oh, yeah. I say, the Morales one, you're definitely right. He's your main man. And obviously, as I've said to you before, I think if he gets one goal, he might just take half. But I don't know. I mean, I just think that boy's got something. But, you know, you've got to go with Morales, definitely. I've got no qualms with that at all. I mean, you know, he's good. And I don't know, when I've seen a bit of what I've seen of them, they're quite physical. So, you know, kind of Morales is the kind of guy you're going to want there. I think, again, if we start off right, come out with the right attitude, get there, as I keep saying, one game at a time. For me, it's getting that first goal as quick as we can, and then adding it with a second, and then everything falls into place. I've got no fears about this.
You got a bet on the day, mate?
I have, yes. Do you want my crazy bet, or do you want my,
both,
my head
both.
bet?
Both.
Well, I'm going for 5-0 and a 4-0.
What about the crazy one?
The crazy one. That's my crazy one. I think it'll be 2-0 going on 3 if we've got the right attitude. That's what I think it'll be. But it'll be crazy ones. And I can't, like I said the other week, there. I know we get Hamilton a flash in there, but they score 8 goals and 6 and 7s in games. It's not very easy. Never mind the quality we're playing. So if we just go about our business, get the win, knock another one off, another game down, another away game out the road, and we come away with a win. That's the way you look at it.
All right. I think we've been joined by Robert. Morning, Robert.
Good morning, Ox, Fox, and of course, Bridgeman. How we doing, guys?
All right.
Morning, Robert.
You all right, Robert?
This is early for you, mate.
I know. I hope you can hear me, mate. I'm in the car. I'm driving home from work. It's going to be 7 to 11. A wee half shift this morning. So I'm on my way home.
Shift, Double
I know.
time,
I just thought I'd do a wee couple of minute call, guys, because the good lady's got my full breakfast on and my beer's chilling in the fridge, and she'll be on this phone in 2 minutes wondering where I am. So I just thought I'd give a wee quick call to say, was that there to say that's probably Rangers' strongest team we put out the day?
Well, how could you have Rangers' strongest team? You've no got a Rebo in it, you've no got Jack in it. What a place we're in, Robert. That's the point I'm making.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm just thinking. I think you all know how much I rate to a Rebo and I love Ryan Jack. But I just think, looking at that team today, guys, I think that is possibly our strongest team. But as you say, these guys you've got big Hollander to come back as well. What a place to be in, guys. It's a wet, miserable moment here in the East End of Glasgow, but hopefully by 2 o'clock it's going to be another beautiful Sunday.
See what you've done, Robert. See what you've done there, Dutchman.
Before I forget, I'm just pulled the car over. I'm just going to jump into the shop. I've not got the machine, but thanks Stevie for the drum. I'm going to buy a couple of bags of popcorn.
I think Big Stevie thinks popcorn's a superfood. I think somebody bought it.
They're like that in the drum, aren't they, Bridge?
That's a shocker, by the way, JFK.
The word corn seems to throw you off.
Go on, now.
Do you know the good thing about the team, Ox, here? You're looking at that team, then you're looking at the subs, right? There's 9 subs there. And to add to that, you would have Katic, Jack, and Edmondson, and Jones. So you could actually put that the team that substitutes you today, with another 2 added, could play St Mirren on Wednesday. And I think we would be incapable of beating them. That's how good a strong a pool we've got, mate. We've got 2 first teams.
Good point. I think we should drop Robert. I think we're going to hear him in the show. What do you think? Or do you want to hear him get his stuff?
Pop.
It's a good place to be in. I'm really happy with the team. I think the manager and the coaching staff, and I'll bring Fox in because he's a wild old Fox now that he's had his second. I think that's coffee, but it could be vodka. Fox, I think the coaching staff, along with the manager, they're managing the team well, if that makes sense to you.
Of course it does. He's come out in the press this morning and all over the Sunday papers showing his appreciation for the backroom staff, and they're doing a terrific job, aren't they? Players that are going out injured, we're taking our time and bringing them back. We don't rush players now because we've got the terrific cover that we've got in the squad. And on Ryan Jack, I wouldn't risk Ryan Jack till he's 100% fit. And that's the right way to treat players that's injured now. So many times in the past, Ox, we have rushed players back only to be more seriously injured and out for long period of time. I think the backroom staff are doing a terrific job.
Here. Andy, we can't argue with that.
No, that's somebody coming in there.
All right, I think we've been joined by Carl for Southend. How we doing, Carl?
Oh, good morning. A lovely week to be a Rangers fan.
Always a good week, mate.
Morning to you, buddy.
Always a good week, I know that. But he was saying it's miserable in the East End. You should see down here. Miserable as hell.
Oh, well,
we're getting rain and all, you know. But
that's only on the outside. Up here, we're really warm. I really want.
I know you are always warm up there. I keep saying that. We've got tropical fruit in Scotland. Apples.
Apples, aye, apples.
So, about the East End anyway, let's get back to that. I hope it stays miserable in the East End. Well, a certain part of the East End, being a rat used to run about the East End, a certain part can stay miserable for months and months until they write to the SPFL and say, you started the league too early. We weren't ready.
They could do that as well, let me tell you.
I wouldn't be surprised, you know that? Yeah. Or a trip to Japan again.
Well, enough about them, Carl.
I got my bet up in Thursday night.
Did you?
And I've got a bet on the day, 6-0. For us, of course.
Wow.
And I forgot to put on one for Kilmarnock. I feel sorry now.
Well, once you cash out, mate, you can put that on.
Oh, I'm not allowed it after I've had beer. I wouldn't get back for the bookies and probably get my head kicked in. Because Southend's just as in bad a state as that mob.
All right, okay. Are you happy with the team, Carl?
Any team that wears the blue, comes out in the colours, it's their strongest team. Simple as. We're running off people for fun.
That's a good point, mate. That's a good point.
Everyone in the blue should all get our support. Doesn't matter if you personally like them or if they have a wee bit of a bad game. As long as they're trying. As long as they're at least trying. And I can't say anything else. They're all trying. I was expecting McLaughlin to get a goal. Because I think he looks quite good with his feet and all. He's not let us doing his own. That's a good point. I think that was the point that you were making, GFK. Doesn't matter but how you permutate the players and put them in. It's no bothering anybody, is it?
No. We've seen that the full season. No, it doesn't matter who comes in. Whether Big Patterson came in the other night, Big Bassie's come in as well. Itton's now hopefully going to start scoring goals. The midfield, I mean, we've got a plethora of players, midfield and defence.
You better explain what a plethora is for some.
Well, for those of you who don't know, especially those in drum chat, what plethora means plenty of.
You remember, you're not that for fairy drum.
I know. So Big Stevie will be having a plethora of popcorn today, the same as Robert.
Oh, for goodness sake.
But no, kidding aside, I mean, as I said earlier, we've got 9 subs there today, and every one of them's a first teamer. Plus, and I agree with what the Fox man say, they're very wise again. Oh, just keep Ryan Jack out as long as it takes him back and cause any more damage. I mean, as I say, you've got Catix, Jack, Jones, and Edmondson still to come back into that squad. That's a fantastic squad of players. So, Carol, it's lovely to watch, and we've got a fantastic pool of 25, mate. Brilliant.
Okay, you went for 6 now. Andy's went for 5 now, and Bridgeman's went for 1 now. How do you see it going today, Fox?
I think it'll be 2-0 for Rangers. I don't see Dundee United being a big threat up front. Shankland's out of form, so I think your defence, which doesn't leak goals anyway, will hold out today and we'll run out comfortable 2-0 winners.
Was it 5-0 or 4-0 at Ibrox? Was it something like that? I've not looked.
4.
That was the day that Morelos got assaulted, wasn't it?
Aye, was it? Aye.
And the referee thought it was nothing.
Aye.
And so did the compliance officer. But if we get the movement right, for me, Bridgeman, we pass and move and up front with the intelligence they've got up there, I don't see a problem.
No, I don't see that team beating us, that's for sure. Look at our squad, excuse me, and the team that's playing today. That's by far and away the best team. Probably it's going to be announced today anywhere. So I doubt very much that Dundee United, on paper, they'll do anything against us. We've just got to come out and do it. Just show what we've got and do it. I hate them anyway, and I just hope they get run into the ground. And I hope the defeat that they get today goes a long way towards the end of Dundee United. That's what I want.
Bridgeman, people are still joining us, mate. So do you want to give us the team?
The team is, let me just whack this up here. The team is McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Balogun, Barisic. Kamara, Davis and Arfield. Kent, Roof and Morelos. Substitutes: McLaughlin, Bassey, Helander, Patterson, Zungu, Aribo, Hadji, Defoe and Itten.
Oh, really happy with that.
Oh, definitely.
I think Robert's back, but it might be, or maybe Cal. I don't know. I've got to be happy with that. Sorry, Cal, we've got to be happy with that side, didn't we?
I'm delirious and happy with it. It's magic. Yeah. Hey, can I ask you another question? Hey, how long you got to be playing in Scotland to be able to qualify as a Scottish player?
5 years.
5 years?
5 years, pal.
No,
5 years.
Let me finish. Bridgeman, you're wrong, mate.
Why is that?
The home associations have got an internal agreement, mate, not to use that rule.
Okay, well, that's
okay.
Yeah, but going by the rule, it was 5 years. But
don't come in and make things up now.
I'm not making anything up. It's 5 years, but you're saying they're not using it. Fine.
It's always been that way.
Cool.
That's good. I thought maybe Tavernier would start getting called up for Scotland and ruin them.
It could do as well. It could ruin them, couldn't it?
I think it ruins everybody. Look at Ollie McBurney. He's made a career of being an Egypt. Right, excuse me, I have to go because my beer is yodeling at me from the fridge in honour of Cedric Hitton.
Sorry for
bye-bye.
Oh, cheers.
Bye.
You feel as if you're being used, boys.
Absolutely.
That was terrible.
And abused.
Well, I'm going to go for 5-0 the day Oaks here. I think we've got more than capable of beating this scum Dundee United to be quite a few. There's nothing I can see there that frightens us. But I would take a Bridgeman. 3 points at the end of the day. It'll do us. But yeah, definitely 5-0 for me.
There's a rider to that statement, Bridge. You have to have been in education for Scotland. So I suppose Tab's been getting educated for 5 years and all, hasn't he?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
For a minimum of 2 years. I think we've been joined by Gary. Morning, Gary.
You have? How are we doing? Can you hear me okay, guys?
Yeah, we can.
How you doing, Gary? You all right, pal?
You happy with the team, mate?
I'm good, guys. It's probably the team I'd have picked. The only one I got wrong was I had a Rebo instead of Arfield, but I can see why he's put Arfield in there. It might turn into a wee bit of a scrap, possibly. But yeah, I'm happy with the team, more than happy. But then, any team he puts it, I'm going to be happy, really, because of the way we're playing, like you've already said.
That's the point everybody's making at the moment, Bridgeman, isn't it?
Yeah, and also on Arfield, I think Arfield's been one of the best servants for Rangers this season. He really has risen to the challenges, and he's turned out to be a smashing acquisition. But that's not to say Aribo couldn't do the same thing, given the chance. The man has got a really difficult task to pick a team. Got a lot of good players, quality to pick from. And as long as they keep going and doing what the manager says, and when they're getting picked, go out there and play, we can't complain. Just fantastic. What a year to be a bear. What a year.
So far, we just
yes, of course.
Another one. Andy for Leeds, get another one chopped on, and we move round the board another space, mate.
Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Like everyone that we knock off with a W is good and going good for us and going in forward. And as I say, it's a great position to be in. It's a great headache that he's got there, like, because he was one thing he can sit there and say, well, look, if I've got a problem here, or a couple of suspensions, or a couple of injuries, I know I can bring these guys in off the bench and they'll just fit into my team, and it'll look the same, and it'll hopefully roll on like a Rolls Royce the same way. So it's a great idea. By the way, Jimmy, that plethora, I've just asked my lady that brings a plethora of bottles into the room.
Oh, right, there you are.
Game started. Right, there you go.
I've got
that in my, yes, yeah.
Jimmy,
they're all chilled and ready to go.
Jimmy done that one to his missus and got them thrown at him.
Exactly.
Well, I don't mind if she throws them. She can throw them as long as I can catch them.
Give us a playthrough of that lager over here, please.
Yeah, listen, yeah, that's it. I like that. That's definitely one to be wrote down. Every time I ask her for a drink, now get me a playthrough.
Brilliant.
Oh dear. Fox.
Yes.
Is there any nagging doubt for today?
Look, it's a game of football, and you know that things can change rapidly in that. Although we're dismissing Dundee United, they've won 2, drawn 2 and only lost 1 in the last 5 games. Livingston beating them 2-0 last weekend. They knocked St Johnstone at the Cup, who St Johnstone were on a good run in the league. So there's always wee doubts. They don't lose a lot of goals at home. And I think it'll be a wee bit tougher than people think. That's how I'm sticking to 2-0.
All right, okay. You're trying to be sensible with it. All right, I get that.
Can I come in on that?
When you go now?
Ox. I think the way that
I'm just going to cut across you. We'll be joined by another caller, Gary, because we're going. I think Port Bell's joined us. Morning, Port.
Morning, guys. How we doing?
Morning,
Jimmy, JFK, Andy, Gary.
Just say hello to everybody. The time you say it, the time you go, hurry up, give your thoughts.
Aye, my thoughts are pretty good, mate. That team beats Dundee United. I always see Dundee United now as a big rival, you know, a team that I love to beat, more or less. But I think it'll be quite a pretty feisty game of day, mate. There's a wee bit needle between both teams through, obviously, the 2012 stuff. I think they've got the form we're on, mate. We've got far too many players on form. You threw a team, some of the players at the start of the day, guys like, you know, Tav, Barisic for centre backs. Everybody's on form, mate. The team's really clicking at the moment. So I can see a strong 4-0 win.
All right, I'm happy with that, mate. I'm happy with that. We've also been joined by Jim Paisley, who's in to use his bets. How we doing, Jim?
Evening, good morning.
Morning, Jim Bob.
Morning, right. Will I predict a play through a goal this afternoon?
I like it, Jim. Have you had a bet? You had a bet?
I've got 4-0, 17-2.
Right, okay. And else just that?
And I'm also going to have a playthrough of brandy while watching the game.
What have you done to his GFK?
There you go. Education, mate. Education. I went to Hammy, remember. So
you never got a plethora of education at that school.
I never got a playthrough of Ed, mate. I got a playthrough of the belt. That's about it.
The GFK.
Yes,
that is definitely the word for the day.
What's that, pal?
That was definitely the word for the day.
Oh, definitely, mate.
Aye, it's up there with George's swashbuckling.
See, by the time we finish all this drink, though, boys, man, we'll be slurring.
Aye. I'll tell you another time. Gary, you were coming in.
It was just about Dundee United and their recent form. I think, you know, the way they play, they go man for man, and you know, they're very much like a Leeds United. You know, it's all or bust, and that either works for you or against you. Because if you're evenly matched with a team and you go all out, the chances are, you know, winner takes all. But I think if they do that against Rangers, they're going to come off with a plethora of goals scored against them. That's my thinking.
Somebody better explain to Port Bear what a plethora is.
No, Ox, sure, I'm aware of what a plethora.
All right then, spell it.
I've got a plethora of wins, remember?
He's lost me a few of them, I'll tell you.
All right then, if you know what it is, spell it. Oh, silence is golden.
If he might just say a lot. ALOT.
Right, see, that's what's wrong with you, Jim Paisley. You don't take this show serious enough.
I don't take anything serious, oh, Jim.
Brilliant, mate, brilliant. Right, so we're all confident, Port Bear, we're all confident, eh?
Aye, honestly, mate, I just think we're in a place right now well, nobody in Scotland can beat us. I know that's a massive statement to make, folks here, but if you look at the form, the team, and then obviously during the week you've got to think of off the bench and smash that at a tap corner. That's a cracking finish, mate. Usually expecting to go across keeper for that. They smashed it into the near post. Absolute ferocity. So we've got players in the bench here that can change a game. Things are working out. Dundee United don't scare me at all, mate.
What's that?
Ferocity, mate. Ferocity.
Dictionaries for their Christmas or something.
No, just handed my full alphabet soup. Honestly, player for player, mate, in this country, and as we've proven in Europe, if we play, we win. You always say it. And Dundee will try and come out the day, and they will try and have a go, which is very dangerous today against Rangers. I can't see them sitting, and I seen on the Sky Sports there, Mickey Mellon said they're playing a 3-5-2, but that converts to a 4-4-2, whatever he meant by that. So, two boys up front, Shankland and McNulty. But McNulty's going to play wide in a 3-5-2, or, as I say, they're going to change it to a 4-4-2. I think if you do that against Rangers, especially them two formations, you're asking for trouble, mate.
Aye. Listen, mate, you're right. If we play, we win because we'll get better players now, and we'll get good form. And if we hit anything like the heights we've hit in Europe, everybody's bets could be up, and some JFK.
Oh, definitely, mate. You've said it all season. When we play football, we're very, very hard to beat, and we're a good team going forward. Good team all round. So I'm like Port Bear. I don't fear anybody anymore. I think watching Rangers, they know that we're all expecting a big expectancy, a win in the game, sometimes comfortably. So, I mean, with me saying 5-0, that's not being mean overconfident. I just don't think Dundee United are that great a team. And I can realise what Fox is saying to a point, but I just think the way we're playing, that team is a fantastic team. So, bring it on. Bring Scum D United on right now.
Here.
Does anyone in the playoffs in the panel or the guys in the call, do you feel there's an extra? I know if fans are on the other day, but is there an extra bit of needle between Dundee United?
No for me, mate.
I would say there is.
No for me, mate. I think if we're getting them, we're letting them get in our heads. If we think that we should worry about Dundee United.
Yeah.
Because, wait a minute, I'll cut across you.
Just a minute, I'll switch this off.
Let me cut across you.
I'll need to switch. Hello,
Harry. How we doing, mate?
Aye, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'm phoning you from California. Unfortunately, it's a postcode, not a zip code. But I'm absolutely ecstatic about the position that Rangers are in at the moment. And today, I can absolutely assure you, we will score a cornucopia of goals.
Yes.
I didn't want to use the B word.
Is that similar to a plethora?
Poor Bill, you've not got enough spaghetti on your toast for that one.
Dear. Anyway, man, I just think I'm looking forward to giving these guys in Dundee United a thrashing today, which is exactly what they deserve, given their history in the background against Rangers. And I must say that I was fortunate enough too many years ago now, but I was actually the match sponsor for the 9-in-a-row game. Oh. And I took the greatest pleasure in being there and humping them that day. So, come on, boys, let's go for it again. And I'll take any result, but a cornucopia for me would be in between 1 and 10, preferably 10.
All right, thanks, Harry. Listen, mate, can I thank each and every one of you? I think the callers and the people on the panel have been absolutely superb this morning. Thanks to Old School Blue and Fox for doing the technicals. Last word, Bridgeman.
Well, what can we say? One of these sworn enemies from a few seasons ago, by the way, we need to beat them. So are the Rangers fans, to every one of you all over the world, please keep it going for the Rangers and get out there and mollocate this mob. Keep it going, everybody. Keep it going.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.
from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round to Timeless Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig, McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig, McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E-N-R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's